Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Courtside View. I'm your host, Chris Robinson, joined by my panel of great friends who have great knowledge of all things NBA. We're going to discuss all things NBA this Friday evening. Got my man, Mr. King Cass. How you doing tonight?
Doing good, everybody. What's going on?
Got my man, Mr. Cool McCain. How you doing, Mr. Cool?
Yeah, I'm straight, bro. I'm straight. What up, Cass?
Uh,
Doing
I
good, boy.
mean, last but definitely not least, Mr. Facts himself, Mr. Freddie. How you doing tonight?
Man, I'm good. Word of encouragement for you, Chris. If I was you, go down into the courthouse, try to change your name from Chris, because I don't want nobody to send you home. I don't want nobody to send you home.
This dude. This
Well, that's gonna bring us to our first topic, where someone by the name of Chris was unceremoniously, ooh, I messed that word up, but who cares? Sent home by the Los Angeles Clippers. Not officially released, but was it Tuesday night, Wednesday morning on a road trip? The Los Angeles Clippers decided to let Chris Paul go home. Everybody who's on this show, everybody who's watching the show, definitely knows how I feel about Chris Paul. He's my favorite player in the NBA. I'm definitely not a fan of it. I will get into my take in a little bit. But first things first, I am going to let Freddie, let's go ahead and get you out the way.
Wow. I go first? Well, this is a
You go
rare.
first, Freddie.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, despite what I really think about Chris Paul, and I think a lot about him, I have a lot of things to say about Mr. Paul. This is an all-star. This is a guy that's on his 21st season. He's a guy that is, he's a traditional point guard. He's led teams to the playoffs. He has been that guy. He has done it all his life. We've seen him in big moments. We've seen him in non-big moments. But ultimately, he went to the Clippers when everybody thought he was going to the Lakers, by the way. But he ended up going to the Clippers, and especially during the times where they had that racist owner down there in Los Angeles with the Clippers. It kind of helped change that movement. Him, Doc Rivers, and others kind of changed the movement with that ownership. Now they have Ballmer and crew in there now. But he was there through the Lob City when the Lakers was bad. He was beating up on the Lakers. Um, he was there. He came back on his 21st season, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? This is going to be the last year. I want a farewell tour. So normally you would think the guy getting his farewell tour area is going to be Pete. There's going to be love in the building. Well, we was wrong. The Los Angeles Clippers is a hot mess, ladies and gentlemen. They are bad. I mean, they are bad. It is bad. If everybody know who CB3 is, he's a pit bull. He's not afraid to say what he want to say. He's going to speak his mind. He's going to hold people accountable. That's who Chris Paul is. And quite frankly, this team needs somebody like that to get in your face. Say, hey man, you ain't doing your job. To players, to coaches, to executives, to whoever it is, in order to help that franchise win at the highest level. And for them to do that is a disgrace. To send him home, and not only just take Chris Paul away from it, take him out of it. But you are an organization. You looking into the future. You have to look in the future. How does a future superstar look at my organization? If you are a future superstar, would you want to go to an organization that's going to treat you like that on your downward years? Would you want to be sent home just like that? But the last thing, that's not the last thing I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna pass it on after this. If Lawrence Frank looked like one of us gentlemen on this screen, I'm just gonna put it out there. We're gonna put it out there. If he looked like one of us, would he really still have his job right now? Would he still have his job right now? I'm just gonna leave it like that for right now.
Mm. Well said. Only thing I'm gonna disagree with you on. He didn't choose to go to the Clippers. Remember, he was supposed to be in LA, but
LA where?
Stern overturned it. The Lakers. He was supposed to be with the
No,
Lakers.
no, no, no,
Stern,
no, 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 no.
I
Oh,
mean,
you
no.
talking? Are you talking about the first time?
The
I thought you
first
were
time,
talking about
yeah,
the last
first
time.
time, yeah.
Okay.
Well, last time LeBron probably wanted him. We'll talk about that in a minute too. LeBron probably reached out to him already, trying to get him to come now.
He better not
That a
have.
little bit. We'll discuss that in a little bit. Gaz, let me get your thoughts on how the Clippers handled the situation with Chris Paul, and just what do you think about it?
Disrespectful. That's terrible. That's terrible. I ain't got nothing really to say. I don't think that shouldn't even happen. He excuse me. He didn't even know that was gonna happen. Like they just did that right behind his back, send that man home. I ain't like it. That was bad. I ain't like it. That rubbed me the wrong way for them to do that. They already going down as it is. So you just want to make y'all name worse by doing that to him? Like, come on now. Like that was terrible. That hurt me just seeing that. Once y'all posted that and I looked, I'm like, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not cool. I don't like it. I don't really got too much to say about it because I don't like the Clippers no way. So I don't like them no way. So for y'all to do that to dude, man, that's terrible. That's my take on that. That was terrible.
All right, cool. What you think about how the Clippers handled the Chris Paul situation?
So initially, I felt like my man Big Cass. I felt like Freddie. Then I did what these hoes be doing, and I did some research. After I did that, what I came across, according to reports, is that Chris Paul been wilding out on management, the rest of the team, and everybody, telling them what they supposed to be doing. And even when people's like, "Whoa, bro, you need to chill," he's still going in like he owned the team and like he's the decision maker for the organization. So I'm not saying these things are true because they have to be confirmed. But I also saw something where James Harden was not upset that Chris Paul was no longer with the team, and they've played together before. I also saw some of the other players, some statements, not directly, but you know how people make indirect disses. There was some indirect disses saying that basically the locker room is better without Chris Paul. So if those things are true, and I do believe where there's smoke, there's fire, then Chris Paul needed to understand, yeah, you may be Chris Paul, year 20, probably a Hall of Fame, all those things. But right now, you are another player on a team for an organization. And what an organization is not going to do is have any player disrespect the team, the coaches, and management. Or you know what's going to happen? You're going to have a 3-hour meeting in the middle of the night, and you're going to go in there and show your black hind parts again, and they're going to send your black hind parts home and say, don't worry about it. And I feel like that's more of what happened. And there, I get frustration. But I would go back to what we said a couple of weeks ago. Remember I said a couple of weeks ago? Why would Chris Paul go join the oldest team in the league who already got superstars who ain't never healthy? So I think Chris Paul made a poor decision in going to the Clippers. I was surprised when he went to the Clippers, and I wondered the whole time, why the Clippers? You're not going to be happy at the Clippers. You're not going to win with the Clippers. So why would you go to the Clippers?
I don't think it was about winning. I think that was just about his last hurrah moment.
Exactly. I think it was just his legacy thing. Because if you look at it,
if your last hurrah is going,
well, it wasn't supposed to be like I'm trying to win the championship or anything. It was more
you ain't
of
trying to make the playoffs or nothing because the Clippers
this is where
have a lot of
that's where he
teams.
established himself though. Like the Clippers is what made Chris Paul a Hall of Famer. He made the Clippers relevant.
I think I think New Orleans Hornets made him a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's where he started his career. He was great there.
I felt like the Pelicans. He was dog.
Yeah, Hornets / Pelicans. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where he became
to me because that's when I started like.
Whoa.
That's when I started.
Mr. Conman.
Conman's in the building.
Oh yes, sir. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's where you got your first taste. But like the Clippers is okay. That's what made him a legend. Like that's where he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He goes in the Hall of Fame in the Hornets. The Clippers, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer by being there. You can argue he's the best player in Clippers history. He'll probably be the
I don't
first
think
player.
so.
Is he better than Elgin Baylor played there, right? Or am I
Yeah.
tripping? Hmm.
He may be the best player in Clippers history.
No. That's definitely the bias of someone who's a Chris Paul lover. That is
No,
definitely
I said may. I said arguably. I didn't say he's a
I think
guaranteed.
Blake Griffin has had a better impact than Chris Paul.
I don't think it's arguable, but yeah.
What is Blake Griffin's impact based off? Chris Paul throwing him the ball. What is DeAndre Jordan's impact based off? Chris Paul throwing him the ball. I'm just saying. So
we're not gonna put DeAndre Jordan in no kind of argument for best player on no team. Let's not do that. Let's not even bring his name up in best player for any team. Let's not do that.
Yeah, Chris.
Y'all needed him to win the championship.
Y'all who?
The Nuggets.
Needed who?
DeAndre Jordan.
How many minutes DeAndre Jordan played the championship in the series?
Enough to win y'all a championship. That's all that matters. He wasn't there, y'all don't win. We didn't take nothing away from DJ.
That's the biggest. You know what? That right there is the most blasphemous thing that's ever been said on this show.
Y'all just, hey, I don't
right there. That's the most blasphemous thing that's ever said. That right there is the most blasphemous thing I've ever heard. We needed a dude that was the ghost of his former self. Played about 5 minutes in the entire championship round.
It was his presence, man. It was that veteran presence, and that's what the Clippers needed: a veteran voice who's going to hold people accountable. And because you know your superstars.
Everybody on that team is 40,
and
so they didn't need.
But there's no vocal leader there. There's nobody there who's going to talk. Kawhi doesn't talk
because he ain't there.
He actually muted. He always sitting on the bench enjoying that money. So I don't know.
He hurt.
And he's running his tree company. So okay.
And you ain't
is Harden gonna
know how to set up either?
Does Harden care? I mean, does Harden even want to be the leader besides on the court? He's not going to tell you what to do, what you're doing wrong or anything. No.
He's just getting
so
stats. He don't even want
to
play
ain't vocal either.
Exactly. So there is somebody there who's vocal.
Chris, let's let Comment teach you a few lessons, man.
Don't put it like that now.
I was gonna get to Con, man.
You know what?
About this statement. Comment.
Chris Paul, he's gonna be 20-year veteran. He's been in the league 20 years. I think he's had an outstanding career. Myself, I think that he's one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game.
All right, Con, man, that's enough. You
I'll be honest opinion.
Comment giving us false lip service.
He's kind of like.
Carry on, Mr. Con, man, please.
Have a ring. He's one of them guys who's going to have a great career but never a ring. So he's going to.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Charles Barkley ring. And but as far as his career, how can you deny the man? Look at his career stats. Incredible. He's won with every team he's been on, except the one he's on now. And he's 40 years old. And the thing with Chris Paul this year is that in every other team he's been on, he's been the first or second best player. Now he comes off the bench. That power and strength you had back in the day, you don't have it anymore. So if you're 5-15, you're I guess you're holding everybody accountable, and what he's known for, being the leader and all that, doesn't pay dividends now, because they're gonna look at him and say, "Well, what are you doing for me now?"
I want to jump in. I got a lot to say. Hold on.
You always do. But I think really what it was, though, Chris Paul was supposed to be that Giannis had some type role. He wasn't coming in to be the Chris Paul of old. Go ahead, Freddie.
It's impossible, Chris, because UD know his role. Chris Paul, see, it's easy to go out there and be vocal when you see the ownership, the coaches, the players, they'll tolerate the foolishness as long as you're able to produce. See, Chris Paul's not at the level he's able to produce like he once did. So they looking at him like, man, we out here busting our tail. What are you doing? You just lip service at this point. That's all you're doing. So let's nip that in the bud there, because I'm not gonna shoot up nothing when it comes to Chris Paul like you are. I'm just gonna put that out there. Number two, the Clippers are a joke. They are a flat out joke. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the organization, the reason why the Oklahoma City Thunder is going to be relevant. That's going to continue to be the favorite for the next 4 to 5 years. Do you know they gave up 4 to 5 first rounders for Paul George? For Paul George and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Why? Because of Kawhi Leonard. And how has the Kawhi Leonard experiment worked out for you? How has it worked out? How? I mean, good Lord Almighty, you talking about a guy that is fleecing the Clippers? He is fleecing them. He has gotten everything and beyond that he's wanted, but have not delivered a chip. He hasn't even delivered to the finals. I mean, this
To the
dude.
conference finals.
No, they made it to the conference finals. Remember, they blew that 3-1 lead against the Nuggets.
Was that after Kawhi got there?
Yeah, it was the Kawhi Paul George time.
Yeah.
Was that the bubble year?
No.
Yeah. No, because they beat the.
I'm just trying to remember.
Oh wait, no, they did. No, they lost in the conference finals to the Suns.
Okay.
They blew a 3-1 lead against the Nuggets. They did. So yeah,
Hey,
they lost the conference finals to the Suns.
if Kawhi Leonard just go to the finals, he's the greatest Clipper of all time because he's done something that nobody ever been able to do. He don't even have to win it. That's how easy it is. That's how
you can't argue.
it is.
I hate to say it, but you can't argue with what Freddie's saying.
But yes, we hate what happened to Chris Paul, ladies and gentlemen, but let's just be real. What has he done? They don't care about his past. The dude is not bringing no winning mindset. What has he done? What is he doing?
He's not bringing a winning mindset. What did they win before him? He actually made them relevant.
Again.
For all the wrong reasons, though.
Again, the standard have not.
What do you mean for all the wrong reasons? Nobody knew the Clippers existed.
No, that's not true.
It was just another. It was the other LA team. It was the other LA team.
Hold on, Chris. So you're saying that your basketball god being there the first time before.
First of all, he's the point guard. He's not my basketball god. He's the point guard. Your basketball god, Chris Paul. You're saying that his first stint there did not matter because he was there with Lob City. That was before Kawhi Leonard. So if you're saying nobody knew who the Clippers was, then I can't. Before Lob City.
No, we're talking about Kawhi Leonard.
I thought Freddie saw Chris Paul.
Talking about Kawhi Leonard.
Talking about Kawhi Leonard.
He just said
Kawhi.
Hey,
my mistake.
You know what it is? My bad, Chris. It's just that you got Kawhi Leonard. That you got Chris Paul over your mind, and you heard Chris Paul even when he said Kawhi Leonard. My bad.
Hey, Chris,
but he said Chris Paul though.
No, he said Kawhi.
Watch this.
I know he was talking about Kawhi, but he said, you know what?
Chris,
carry on.
Listen, Chris. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go another level. This might be disrespectful, but I don't care.
Oh,
the same
man.
Kawhi Leonard who have stole money from the Clippers is arguably the best Clipper of all time. He done something that Chris Paul haven't done. He took him to the Western Conference Finals. And I'll wait.
That's worse than my DeAndre Jordan take.
He did something he didn't do. He did something
he did do something that hadn't happened before. He did do that. But if he even took him to the NBA Finals, which we know he ain't gonna do now, he ain't gonna play about 30, 40 games a year, including the playoffs now. But if he had took him, he would have been. He might be the greatest Toronto Raptor of all time too, because he actually won them a championship.
He probably is the greatest Raptor.
Yeah,
and he was there for a short period of time
in two different organizations.
Was he there for?
He was on the Raptors
time before they.
He was only in Toronto a year. He was only in there for a year. That 1 year he was there.
A year and got them the chip.
And got him a chip.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else never got no chip in Toronto.
Hey, I don't like Kawhi though. I ain't gonna hold you, but yeah.
Hold up now, y'all forgot about Chris Bosh. Forgot about Chris Bosh.
He ain't win nothing.
He didn't deliver.
He ain't deliver.
Nah, Vince Carter's above Chris Bosh.
Kawhi played 1 year.
Hey, 1 year, 1-0 in the finals. Chris Bosh, what, 8 years?
Right.
Never made. Yeah, but you got to put Vince Carter above Chris Bosh as a Raptor.
And DeMar DeRozan and Kyle
not above
Lowry.
Bosh. I'm not putting DeMar above Bosh. I'm putting Kyle Lowry, but not DeMar.
I'm just saying you could debate 3, 2, 3, 4, but you got to get Kawhi number one because he was at 1 year and he understood the assignment and he did it.
That's how bad it
So
is,
you're
man.
saying one player can play for 1 year and be the all-time best player to ever play for them?
No,
For a team?
there.
If the team
talking
has
about
no
at
history
18.
of success, and he comes in and he has success in that 1 year, then yeah, you got to get to that man. Now somebody else
I mean,
and
for
play 5
Toronto,
or 6
yeah, because
years.
they've only been in the league since '95.
Yeah. So I'm saying if somebody else comes in, wins the championship as the best player on the team in Toronto, and they stay 4 or 5 years, and then they make it to the playoffs, make it to the conference finals more times, then they can take that from him. But these other dudes haven't done it.
No.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. This is how bad the Clippers are, man. They have tarnished. Well, let me rephrase that. Kawhi had tarnished his career by being a Clipper. Nobody thinks about Kawhi like they used to. They used to talk about this guy being up there with LeBron and Kevin Durant.
But it's his
They
knees,
don't talk about
really.
this guy no more.
It's really his knees, though. I mean, it's his knees.
It's him though.
His body just done.
It's everything.
He got a.
It's Kawhi though. Like he's allowing. He's done it to himself
nice
though.
Size check engine light on the back of his head, like right up
When he got
there.
when they brought him there,
just
he
sits
had
right there, man. And
But at
that
the end of the
low
day,
management
it's still-
be killing him too. He be chilling.
At the end of the day, it's still not his fault. It's Lawrence Frank's fault. You got the Kawhi situation. You traded all that for James Harden. You let Norman Powell go for Bradley Beal, and we haven't seen Bradley Beal in how many weeks now? Oh, he's done for the
Bradley
season.
Beal's done for the year.
So
when they traded for Bradley Beal, that was a terrible move.
They have a Lawrence Frank. They have a problem in management. This team is just corrupted. And you know what? Bringing in Chris Paul was the right move, Kool McCain. I'm sorry. If you want to bring corruption in, bring the corruption point guy in as well. So that was the best move they could have did. The best move they could have did.
How is he corrupt?
How is he corrupt?
Wow.
How is he corrupt? Everywhere
You
he
got-
goes,
Come back. You got to come back on
will
him.
go wrong. He's an accident waiting to happen. The moment that you feel like you're gonna win a championship with this guy, her hand may go out. The moment that you feel like he's about to rise, his liver go out. Something always go wrong with this dude. Always.
How is that corruption? How is that corruption? Do you know what corruption means?
When something just starts to deteriorate, his hamstring deteriorate every time he try to go on a rise. He's corrupted.
That is not corruption, Frederick.
I know what I see with my eyes.
Hold on.
Yo, I gotta take my jacket off.
Corruption, dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power. How is Chris Paul considered corrupt? You know what?
Read that again. Read it again. What did it say?
Dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power.
His hamstrings
Typically
are
involving bro.
dishonest. They are dishonest.
He said that man hamstrings is dishonest.
They tell him
Anyway,
but they won't.
you're right. The only thing corrupt is the Clippers organization themselves. You do not do that to your best player in franchise history. It doesn't matter what.
That's true.
Like Chris Paul.
They was wrong at
thing,
the
I
end of the day. They was wrong for doing that. So
I feel like everybody.
all that just happened. They were wrong for doing that.
But it's like so many ways they could have handled. Okay, if you don't want him there, that's fine. Just had a conversation. Hey, this your last year. Let's just do an early retirement or something. Like, give him some kind of celebratory thing to go out. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna want to hang his jersey up. Now that's probably not gonna happen. Chris Paul was gonna be the first.
Why would you?
I don't think they wanted to hang his jersey.
Hold
up,
on.
So I don't think
so either.
They were gonna hang Blake's jersey.
But he ain't
I
Blake.
can see Blake jersey going up. I don't see Chris Paul.
You see Blake, but you don't see Chris Paul.
No.
He's corrupt. I'm being honest. Look, I don't hate Chris Paul. I love him.
You see Blake's, but you don't see Chris Paul.
He is corrupted.
Chris by the
CP3 corrupted.
All right, next subject.
But hold on, I want to say before we end this, I want to say
about to fire us all.
We're not ending it yet. It's not ending yet.
You got to be level-headed when you become a moderator, Christian. Remember what you told me?
Spell moderator. Anyway, no.
All right, moving on.
We're not moving
Hold on.
on yet, Cass.
Hold
It's
on.
mine. It's mine. No, we're not done yet.
I'm gonna say one last thing. I'm gonna say one last thing before we move on. Ladies and
We're
gentlemen.
not moving on. Stop saying that.
Well, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna show you what a model organization looks like. Everybody knew Kobe Bryant was when he's at his tail end of his career. We all knew he was done. We all knew his body was not physically able to do what it was able that he once was. But guess what? He wasn't. He wasn't ready to stop playing basketball. So guess what? The Lakers still took care of him financially. They still treated him right. They gave him his farewell tour. If you look at the Lakers, they have former Lakers working for them. They take care of their players. They take care of their stars. You've never heard a superstar come out of the Lakers and say that they just did not love playing there. And there's other organizations like San Antonio. They had the same. Then they have San Antonio Spurs playing for them, working for them in different areas as well. But I'm just showing that there's different. That's how you show you're a superstar, that you love him. And I understand why they didn't do that, Chris Paul, because he's corrupted. He's corrupted Paul. I understand it.
But I would say the one thing I would say to that is Kobe was a lifer for the Lakers, whereas a lot of guys for San Antonio in different places are lifers. The problem with Chris Paul, Kawhi, those guys is you moved around so much that it's hard for one place to be able to say like you're our greatest or we take care of you because you went so many different places. If you stay with your main organization, and even if let's say Chris Paul stayed with the Hornets, he was with the Hornets, and then they transitioned to being the whatever they are
Pelicans.
now. Pelicans, yeah. I try to not think about that because it's horrible. Just the whole thing. But the city of Charlotte loves that they got the Hornets back. But if you stay with that organization for say like 75% of your career, then you left and maybe went to like the Clippers or the Rockets, right? Then you could go back to the Hornets and then you could do your farewell stuff there because that's your base. That's the place where you're most known playing for. The problem with these guys is they want to have these farewell tours and they want to be treated as a big deal. And I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but you're not with an organization where you spent the majority of your career. And you're not with the guys that you were when you were with the organization before. Lawrence Frank don't care nothing about Chris Paul. They done told that man to shut up several times, and he said, "F y'all, I'm gonna do it and say what I want to do." And they say, "Oh, you gonna do and say what you want to do? Do it at home." That's what happened. So I say that they both should have handled the situation better. I don't put all the blame on Chris Paul, but I don't put all the blame on the organization. You have to understand Chris Paul is a business. You have an employer that you work for. You're an employee. Can anybody here go to their job, no matter how long they've been there, and tell your boss that what they doing is wrong and they stupid and you should be doing it this way and still have a job?
But cool, I'm gonna rebuttal that real quick, and I'm not taking it for Chris Paul. I'm just gonna talk about how the Clippers handled it. So let's just say the courtside view. Let's just say Key got you credentials to go to the Orlando Magic. You go over there, you get ready to go to work. Key said, "You know what? You no longer on the podcast no more, cool." And you're like, "Dang, kid, you should have told me that before I came way over here. You should have told me that way before now. Like, why would you wait till I get over here to make that decision?" To that, you say what?
Well, it depends. Was I acting a fool on Key and the rest of y'all constantly? And people saying you need to chill, cool, and I'm still acting a fool? Because you got to add all that in. You can't just take one part. You got to add the fact that there was a lot of times where they like, you need to chill. You're a player. You need to chill. You can have your opinions, but you got to chill. Other players is even saying like Chris, you got to chill. But if I'm acting a fool on Key and everybody else, and then they say, you're gonna go here, and then they say, you know what, we're just gonna get rid of you because we had that conversation right before I go, and I was gonna tell Key, I don't care what you say, I'm gonna do what I want to do, basically, in so many words. And then Key say, don't worry about going. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about coming on the show. Don't worry about going. We scrubbing you from the history. We'll holler.
I agree with that.
I think that's right. If you act that way, I think. But at the same time, I think that the way that if I were the Clippers, I would have said, "Look, you're a Hall of Famer, Chris Paul. You're not going to stay here the way you're acting. So if you, and they may have said this, if you can calm your hind parts down, act as we need you to act, we'll trade you to where you want to go. But The caveat is you ain't gonna be in here wilding out, being a locker room issue, being an issue with management and stuff like that. You're not gonna do that. If you can chill, we'll work and we'll trade you where you want to go.
I agree with that.
That's my thing. I don't think that they necessarily handle it properly. But Chris Paul, like you said, you're not the guy you was when you was that dude. You're a piece now. You got to act like a piece. You can't act like you LeBron James on the Lakers. You can't act like you Jokic on the Nuggets.
Hey, cool. LeBron learning real quick too, because guess what? There's a new sheriff in town in LA, and it ain't Jeannie Buff.
We ain't talking about that hoe right now. So, cool. I'm gonna pick up on something that you just said. They could have said, "Chris, we'll trade you."
Mm-hmm.
What? We'll say this and then we'll move on. What does everybody think is going to end up being the situation? Because they haven't officially released them yet. They can't do that just because of paying, buying out his contract and everything like that. Do you see there being a trade? Do you think that we've seen Chris Paul this because he's already said he's retiring at the end of this year? We've seen his last NBA game.
He's done.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Cole?
I said trade him to the Hornets or the Wizards.
Listen,
he's from Charlotte.
Yeah, that's why. All jokes though, just work with him. Just say, look, it ain't gonna work here, but where do you want to go? And then work out a trade and send him where he want to go. That's what I would do.
I'm gonna answer the bone rebuttal to Cool. I got a little punch phrase. Cool, you absolutely right. You show out. Just like how, especially in the black communities, mama's favorite line said, "You show out. Wherever you show out, I'm gonna show up."
Exactly,
and that's exactly what happened. But man, let's just be around. Who's gonna want Chris Paul? What team out there is in dire need of Chris Paul right now? I'll wait.
I'll tell you a team who could use him.
Who?
The Houston Rockets.
That's exactly. That's who I was gonna say.
No. Why would they go back there again? They've been there, done that.
Because Harden ain't there. Harden's not there. Plus, little known thing, Kevin Durant went to Phoenix specifically to help Chris Paul win a ring.
Mm-hmm.
But why would Houston want him when his corrupted hamstring already gave up on him once? Why would he do it?
They can just use him sparingly. They can just use him sparingly. And when the hamstring,
exactly.
So hypothetically, if he would have went to the Rockets, will he be playing second behind Van?
He's hurt.
Well, man, please do it for the season. So you get a veteran point guard. Yeah, no, he's done. He ain't coming back.
No, he ain't coming back.
Okay, but then Chris,
you can't play him a lot of minutes, but you can
he'll
get 15, 20 out of Paul a game.
Bro, you could pass gas around that dude. He'll break something. I mean, why this dude?
I'm really trying to think because I'm really trying to think about it. Is he hurt now though?
Who, Van Vliet or Chris?
No, to my Chris.
No,
he's hurt now.
After he just came off, and let's not forget, Chris played all 82 last season.
He played all 82.
Right, that's right.
He played all 82 for the Spurs.
Cash, let me ask you a question, brother. Can I ask you a
What's
question?
up?
See, because if I ask Chris, he'll tell me one day. I need to ask somebody with some logic. See, every time I hear a Chris Paul fan, he said, "Well, everywhere he goes, they make him a winner. They make him a winner." Did San Antonio make it to the playoffs last year?
No, sir.
Did they have a better record than the previous year? Therefore, the Chris Paul effect was there.
Chris,
yes.
Just like Cowboy fans might say they going.
Didn't their superstar almost die from a blood clot? First of all, Wemby played 7 games last year.
Chris, just like Cowboy fans gonna feel like they have a winning record this year but missed the playoffs. So
he made them better, Freddie.
Did they go to the playoffs, Chris?
Okay, hold on.
With who?
Hold on.
Who's gonna be there?
Hold on.
Pop damn near died. Wemby almost died. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. But if he the point guy,
hold on.
So Chris Paul, because Pop died, he had to go out there and coach. Wemby's out, so Wemby's hurt, so he has to be the center.
So what?
The
he's the point guard.
Somebody called in sick, so he had to be a janitor. Like he was doing everything.
He's the point guard.
And he was 73 years old.
I ain't gonna lie. Chris Paul did develop them up while he was there.
Thank you. And
they didn't make it though. but every time he lands to somewhere, he does improve some way somehow.
But Cash,
I'm gonna say
He developed the rookie of the year last year.
yes.
Cash, let me
Yes,
ask you a question,
yes,
Cash.
he did.
Cash, I need to speak the logic here. Miss Jordan, you are right. You are right. I'm glad that you are telling that your man is delusional because he is delusional. Listen here, Cash. I'm asking you a question, brother.
Go ahead.
Why does most NBA players, especially on the team that have Chris Paul play, what do they play for?
What?
No comment, man. I ain't got
I'm
no
Wait, what
comment.
was your question?
Championships.
Thank
I'll
you.
answer it.
And what have Chris Paul done to bring championships? What has he done?
On the Clipper team,
Let me
wow.
answer it. Let me answer it.
Go
His
ahead.
corrupted hamstring gave up on him. So what are we talking
So
about?
back to the question that I asked earlier. I think Chris Paul will end up going and getting a Gary Payton ring with the Thunder
You crazy as
because
shit.
it brings his career.
Did he
It
want
brings his
that?
Hold
career.
on, whoa. Pump your
Wait,
brakes.
listen what I'm
Jimmy.
finna say.
You're going
But
too
listen
fast.
what I'm finna say.
Hold on. Huh?
Listen what I'm finna say. It brings his career full circle because, granted, he played for the Hornets, but where were they based out of when he was technically in New Orleans? They were playing in OKC. Because of Chris Paul and his success in the Hornets, the NBA was like, well, damn, OKC is pretty cool. Let's put a team there. So, because he started his career technically in OKC, he can wrap it up in OKC, who will probably win a ring this year, and he gets the Gary Payton ring. And now we're moving on.
Nope.
I'm ready to move
No,
on.
hold on, Freddie. Let him. No, we're gonna move on, Freddie. Freddie, we're gonna move on, bro. We got
Moving on.
Hold on.
We got to move on, Freddie. We got to move on.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on, Freddie. We do gotta move on.
We gotta move on, Fred. Oh man.
So,
Yo.
so we just talked about a great player being traded. Let's talk about the possibility of another player being traded. It looks like Giannis wants to leave Milwaukee. We saw him go down the other night with a non-contact injury. No telling how long he's going to be out. We've seen reports of up to a couple of weeks. Maybe if Milwaukee makes a move, he may come back a little bit sooner. We don't know. But comment. Do you think Giannis is going to be traded this year? Do you see him want to stick around in Milwaukee any longer? Let's get your thoughts on it.
Well, first of all, you got to look at the business aspects of it. Right now, because mostly every team is above the first apron, only a very few teams can give Milwaukee what they would request. They want 4 first-round picks. A lot of teams do not have the picks, and whoever else they may want to go with them picks. So right now, the team that has the most picks, believe it or not, is Oklahoma City. But the team that I think that really wants him right now is Miami Heat. Miami Heat has the picks, and they also have maybe some of the players that might benefit Milwaukee. But to answer your question, Chris, I think he's going to stay this year. I think he's going to stay the rest of this year, again, because of all the issues that the other teams in the NBA have, because they're way over the salary cap. Some of them are over the second apron, and they can't do a damn thing. And a lot of teams have already given up their picks, so they don't have picks. And whatever they have is not good enough to satisfy the Milwaukee Bucks.
All right. Kaz, I know you got a little bit more attention invested in this one. What do you think is going to end up happening with Giannis? You seen him staying in Milwaukee? He's going somewhere? Where do you think he's going?
Well, for one, I'm gonna start off with Milwaukee in a whole. They don't got nothing worth it in there but Giannis. Honestly, if we want to keep it a buck, I will trade Giannis. Not saying that I will want Giannis to stay because I like Milwaukee, but on a business aspect, they don't have nothing. I feel like they should just go ahead and just trade him so they can get some stuff back for Milwaukee. It's time to blow it up now at this point. It's time to blow it up because I feel because it's rumors in the grapevine because I was just in Milwaukee not too long ago, honestly, and there's some talks going around that he did. Could be rumors, but I did hear that he was thinking about being with LeBron before he retired. He was
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
about, but he did say that. That's what they say. But going around that he wanted to play with LeBron before he retired. Before LeBron retired. I mean, Miami would be a good pick for him to go, but let's think about it. They don't have nothing worth it to give up but Giannis. Like nothing. Nobody don't want nothing over there. So honestly, on the business standpoint, trade Giannis. You're gonna get some stuff back for him. See where he want to go, because they're not winning. They're not gonna win. And it's hard for me to say that because I like them, but they're not gonna win. So it's time to go ahead and think about putting some packages together and send them on out. Well, let's see where he wants to go first. But other than that, see if you can get something back better for him because he's worth a lot.
You ain't getting nothing better than Giannis.
I mean, they gotta do something. I feel like they should just go ahead and just go and put a package together and send them on out. I feel like that may just happen. Even if he did want to stay, I feel like the organization will think about putting the package together to get rid of him. To get a
Whoa,
lot
you think?
back.
So you think that if he decides that you know what, y'all, I'm tripping, I'm gonna stay, they would get rid of Giannis anyway?
Yup. I really do feel that.
They're trying. Now think about it. He's making $60 million a year.
That's
What
and that's
team's gonna
fine.
take on that?
But that's fine though. But when you
That's
go
fine.
when you a state over from them boys and you be up there, they be talking. They really be talking. They don't how they mindset is y'all built around him. But then y'all end up giving away some pieces around him too, which don't make sense. Like
Oh, boy.
y'all sit here and put pieces around him. Then trade off the pieces that y'all put around him.
True.
And then
That's not true.
that is
That's not true.
They did actually trade off all the pieces.
Drew,
Chris Middleton,
They
got rid of him. They got rid of
Dang.
Yeah.
What's my boy, the point guard?
Which hold on, and check this out. Let's go to
Drew
Dame
Holiday.
real quick. Let's go to Dame real quick. He wanted Dame there, and they got Dame.
But in his defense, Dame got hurt, and it didn't make sense to just keep him on there taking up a roster spot. I get why they let
Not
Dame
in his
leave.
defense, in the organization's defense, because he's mad that Dame gone.
Yeah,
But I'm saying in their defense, like I get why they let Dame leave though.
he was not feeling that when Dame left. Bro, you know, if I was to take a trip up there right now and talk to them boys out there, Giannis be walking around the place up there, bro. He a humble dude. He said this vocally. He did not like that. So y'all got rid of him. Y'all got rid of the dog that was defending, which was Drew Holiday.
But
And
they
then y'all
got rid of Drew because Giannis wanted Damian Lillard.
Ding, ding, ding.
and that's crazy too. So he want this, but then y'all want this too. It's not gonna match up. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I want Dame. Y'all get rid of this dog too that won this ring with us. But then Chris Middleton dipped to get some other stuff. And dude, a bum. I don't like. What's that dude name? Kyle Kuzma. Like, come on now. So now I feel like at this point, the organization itself, even if Giannis was like, you know what, I'm bugging. I like it here. My bum brother here. You know, we cool. We cool here. Organization might sit there and be like, you know what? The little pieces that we do got, especially the little rookies and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and trade Giannis and get a package and send his bum brother with him too.
But one thing you forgot, he has a no trade clause unless he agrees to it.
Right. So
he probably did anyway. Now, like that goes back to the rumors. Now that say he did. because there's rumors that he did want to get a trade. I think this is the third time this rumor popped up about him saying he wanted to be traded. So that say if that is the case, they're going to put a package together and get rid of him and his bum brother. They only keeping the brother because of him.
We know
So it's
that.
like,
Can I
come
talk?
on.
Yeah, hold on one second. Does he have a no trade clause? I thought they did away with those because of Bradley Beal.
No.
No,
He
he
has the right
got
to first
one.
refusal.
Yeah,
He got one. He got one.
He got one.
Oh,
LeBron
yeah,
got
he
one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is third.
Well, I
But
knew
this is
LeBron
third.
had one, but I thought
Yeah,
that nobody else had one after Bradley Beal.
No,
Because he's ruined it for everybody.
Giannis got
No,
one.
Giannis don't
but,
have one.
Yeah,
Giannis,
he does.
but this is the third
I didn't think
time
he
this
did.
rumor- This is the third time it popped up though. So why does this keep popping up? Obviously, you want to be traded.
Freddie, let me get your thoughts on Giannis. Freddie.
So
Chris?
the no trade clause actually will start next year in his new 2026 contract.
Oh, it's gonna start next year.
Yeah, his new contract
Oh.
2026 that will
Okay.
start the no trade clause.
Hold on.
All right.
If that's the case, oh yeah, they might put that package together.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Freddie, let me get you. Freddie.
I ain't gonna be surprised if that happens. But go ahead, go on, Freddie.
Listen, Chris Middleton, Brooke Lopez, Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis, Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, Miles Turner, I'm Grayson Allen. I'm just naming off a few players. Gary Trent Jr. That Jay Crowder that he's played for. That's just a few. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a LeBron James effect going on down there in Milwaukee. See, everything is good while you're winning, but when you start losing, you start putting pressure on your organization. And then when your organization does everything that you tell them to do and they lose all of their assets, you get in a position where the Milwaukee Bucks are in right now, where they have little to no assets to improve a roster.
What? But on that though, this isn't the first time this isn't his first time being frustrated. You can't say it's because they're losing. Like even before they won the championship and when he won it, he was upset.
Every time he gets frustrated, they make a move. They bring somebody in. They make a trade. This is where they
but you can't say it's because they're losing because they've always just catered to him whenever he gets upset.
Losing, whatever. Every time
true.
he say he wants something, they get him. They get it to him.
That's true.
Every time he's disgruntled.
But what Freddie's saying right now, that's true too. Because they so frantic. When something happens, they gonna do something like without even thinking.
Well, it's the new NBA. Hold on. Right now, what is the Milwaukee Bucks' biggest weakness right now?
Doc Rivers.
They need a point guard.
That is fair.
Oh.
They need a point guard, correct? Because after they did Damian Lillard straight,
they needed a point. Yeah, they lost a point.
So you mean to tell me, Con, man, if they needed a point guard, there's a dude up there in the Western California, the point guard, he should be the answer.
No. Because he ain't the point guy.
I had to throw that in there.
He ain't the point guy he used to be.
He's trying to set Con off. He's just trying to set Con off with that one.
I didn't hit you. But all I'm saying is, I'm not trading this dude nowhere unless I just see there's a trade package that I just honestly like. I'm not just seeing you somewhere you go play with your friends and I take a less deal. No, if Charlotte's gonna give me the best deal, young asset, a whole bunch of draft picks, I'm sending you to Charlotte. I'm not sending you to New York because you want to play with Jalen Brunson. I'm not sending you down there to Miami because you want to be the Heat coach. I'm doing what's best for this organization because for the longest we scratched your back. We did what you wanted us to do, and now just because we gave up all our assets, we can't make another move. Now you want to leave? I'm doing what's best for the Milwaukee Bucks. The buck stops now.
Good shout out, Maurice. Yeah,
So I want to.
Giannis is his own worst enemy. He said
say,
that. And Freddie, I don't really agree with you like that, brother. That right there is the truth. They're going to send him off because they need whatever they need. It's over with. And since y'all brought up the no trade clause thing, since it's not here yet, don't be surprised that we see a package come out the blue and they trying to send him off. And he gonna be upset because he's not gonna go where he want to go. It's over with. It's we're going to get something back that's going to help us to win, not for you, because you've been here all this time. Yeah, we grateful. We got a ring. Okay, what to do? But
I think there's a risk of that though, be simply just because in today's league, you send him somewhere he doesn't want to go, he's not going to play. So like other teams are not going to risk getting a disgruntled Giannis.
He can't afford to do that,
Well,
Chris. You know why?
he can't.
He's getting
Why?
older. He's getting older. He's not
But-
just drunk chicken like he used to be. So
But let's be honest. What does Giannis, in all honesty, right now, if Giannis retires tomorrow, first ballot Hall of Famer, he really has nothing to prove. He won his ring. He has Defensive Player of the Year. He has his MVPs. He has the Finals MVP. He's really just at this point now for the love of the game. He wants another ring. Yeah, don't get it twisted. But it's not like, if he doesn't get another ring, it's going to affect his career or anything.
Just hire Nico, Milwaukee. He'll show you how to do it. He'll show you how to do it.
Cool. Let me get your thoughts on the Giannis situation.
So Giannis as a GM is a hot pile of garbage. As Freddie said, the reason they're in the situation is because they made the moves that Giannis wanted, and they didn't use basketball logic. The fact of the matter is simply this: you had a team that just won a championship. You had the core of that team still there. Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez. It's crazy to say, but when he was there, he was a good piece. I mean, he wasn't a superstar, but he was a good piece, right?
Yeah.
You had Drew Holiday.
Anchor on the defense.
You know, you had
He was like DeAndre Jordan for the Nuggets. You're right.
Yeah, no, never that. You keep saying the most blasphemous thing that you've ever said in your life has ever been said on any show I've been on. That is an ultimate falsehood. But back to the truth.
You don't win without him.
We ain't doing Chris falsehoods today. Back to the truth. Or Chris untruths. But back to the thing with Giannis is a terrible evaluator of talent to play with around him. Giannis needs to stay on the court and let the front office handle the front office. Had he done that, they would be in a better place. Because if you're going to trade a Chris Middleton, you're going to trade, a Drew Holiday, you need to get back certain pieces to fill roles. What they did was they bent over backwards for Giannis multiple times. None of those worked out. They were all garbage moves. So now you're disgruntled with the situation that you made. And everybody know I love me some Giannis. I like Giannis because Giannis be banging. He do everything. He can't shoot free throws, but it is what it is. He still get it done. But as a person helping make decisions, you're terrible. You put the team in this situation. So essentially, I put the team in a situation where we've got Kyle Kuzma, a dude that got caught shoplifting, was out of the league, and now he playing on the team in other pieces, right? You still got my boy Buggy Eyes. This about all that's left, right? Because they had to get rid of everybody to supplement all the things that you wanted.
Yeah,
Bobby Portis.
Yeah, Bobby Portis.
Yeah, Bobby.
Buggy
Cool.
Eyes, Bobby. So you still got him, but a lot of everything else is gone. So now you got 3 years left on your contract. You got this year. Next year you're making 54 million. Next year you're making 58. Then you got a player option for 62 million in 2027, 2028. So you put the organization in a place where they can't go out and really get a lot more because of how much salary you have. You're also saying that, you know what? I'm open to maybe being moved because I don't think I can win with a team that I wanted. And you're mad because they got rid of a dude who came in, got hurt, came back, got hurt in the playoffs, and is out for pretty much this whole season. Right? And Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
So you're mad because the team said we have to move on from a guy we can't get it out of. We're not going to have no Kawhi Leonard on our roster. And you're mad at that. So it's like, at this point, I think he will be moved. I don't know if it'll be this year or next year, but I think he will be moved. Because at the end of the day, you can't win with him because after listening to him, you don't have the talent around him. You had the talent. He didn't want that. He wanted to play with certain guys. Are those guys in? They weren't a good fit to play with him or a good fit for the organization.
So if his no trade contract clause goes into effect next year, you have to do it now, though. That way you can try to get the most you can.
So basically what it is yeah. So, but the thing is, if you trade Giannis somewhere he doesn't want to go, then Giannis could say, I'm only going to be there through next year, and then I'm not going to sign a new contract, and I'm going to opt out. So he's still, even if let's say for the sake of argument, Giannis doesn't even have a no trade clause. If Giannis says, I'm only going to play for you for a year and a half, if you send me somewhere I don't want to go, they're not going to give you 4 first-round picks or 3 first-round picks and one of the best players for a dude they're going to have for a year and a half max.
True.
So he technically already has a no trade clause because he's coming up for a contract really in 2027, 2028. You're not trading for Giannis if you don't have assurances that he's going to be there for 4 or 5 years.
Are we sure that he has a
Well, I was looking at something that said that he would have one that start in 2026, but when I look at the breakdown, even if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. He technically has one because he's Giannis Antetokounmpo. As long as he's Giannis, he has one because he has a player option in 27, 28.
So he does have one though.
No.
Well, one thing said that he does, but I stopped looking at them. I started looking at his contract.
I really don't think they're doing those anymore. Like you already have to be grandfathered in.
Yeah, because he started the new contract he had started in 2023.
But just any team, because we talked about it earlier. Does any team take a chance on Giannis in hopes you get that Kawhi luck? Maybe 1 year Giannis can lead us to the promised land.
I mean,
it got what you got to give up to get him, though. Like you're going to be gutted.
If you're the Spurs. Do the Spurs take that chance just to get Giannis for possibly 1 year? Because they can do it. The Spurs can make the move. You pair Giannis and Wemby for a year with De'Aaron Fox.
Because Wemby out, so that would make sense for a team like the Spurs. But I'm not giving you 4 first-round picks for a year and a half.
I don't think the Spurs operate like that, though. The Spurs don't operate like
Okay, so he doesn't have one. So
okay, this says he doesn't. What Freddie said in the chat. Like I said, I read something that said he didn't. But either way, he does.
Well, that goes back to what I was saying. So, because this is the third time that this trade thing with him is always floating around. This is the third time. This ain't the first, second. It's the third time. But if he decides to be like, I'm gonna stay there, they're gonna end up putting the package on. It's gonna come from somewhere because they're gonna need some pieces there. They can get a nice size, whatever, and he gone.
And the rebuttal what Cool said. I agree with you if this was 4 or 5 years ago, but I do think the landscape of the NBA is changing a little, and I think especially with this last Luka trade, where these general managers and owners like, hey, these owners, general managers are kind of upset at how these players are dictating where they go and where they play. And they're kind of like, hey, we're calling the shots now. This is our organization. We're going to send you where we feel is best. Now, granted, if like you said, Clay, if let's just say LeBron want to be traded from LA, of course they're going to respect him because he's LeBron. Much of that, and then it might be the same way with Giannis. I might just answer my own question. It might be the same with Giannis. They'll respect him, but at the end of the day, if I was a general manager, I'm doing what's best for the Milwaukee Bucks, and I'm not going to go out and just let you play with your friends, and I'm not getting anything back.
But you also don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. You don't want to send him to the Hornets just because that's what's the best offer for you, because it's going to hurt you in the future, like what you said with the Clippers. If y'all will screw over Giannis, if I'm a superstar, am I going to ever want to go to Milwaukee? If you do Giannis like that, this man brought you a championship.
Right.
So you do got to play a fine line. You got to do what's best for you, but you also got to do what's best for not best for Giannis. You got to do what's good for Giannis. What's best for you, what's good for Giannis.
I think it'll depend upon what they get and who's out there. But at the end of the day, I think it does have to be because that team is going to want to talk to Giannis. Whatever team is going to trade for him is going to want to talk to him and say, look, if we're giving up this stuff, we need you to sign an extension with us for another couple of years. We need to know we're going to have you for 3 or 4 years. Right? Because you really only got a year and a half. If Giannis says, no, I'm not signing an extension with you, I'll be there for a year and a half, then I'm going to free agency. More than likely, that team is going to say, I'm not giving up 4 first-round picks and something else and bring in this dude and his garbage brother because you have to take his garbage brother with him.
He
And I
going
think
with him.
actually, I think it's two.
Gonna be,
I think it's two of them on the
be
team
in the
now.
package. He going with him because they ain't gonna.
So I'm not taking you and your garbage brothers on my roster, and that's it.
So let me ask you this though: like, let's say the team we've been hearing is the New York Knicks. You know, that's the team we've heard before the season started. We're hearing now. Who do the Knicks trade for Giannis?
You're coming off a Cat. You have no option.
It's got to be Cat. Cat has got to be part of the deal.
Yeah, you got to look.
So,
you're giving up Cat, probably Mikal Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, and a pick.
So who's going to be the center? Giannis?
Yeah, I don't think you give up Mitchell Robinson. I think
you might keep Mitchell Robinson. All right.
I'll probably give up two.
It's gonna be Cat and it's gonna be Mikal Bridges.
Mikal is definitely Cat and Mikal are definitely gone.
And another little rando on the Knicks and
because you got to give a rando for because he got two brothers on the team now. Let me look right quick.
No, he just got that one. Hold on,
the other one hadn't made it yet. He's coming. He's supposed to be coming. I think there's another one coming. There's like 10 of them somewhere. I don't know.
No,
there's always a new one.
It's a garbage butt, man. Yeah.
So would you do a trade like OG? Bridges and some picks and maybe another player. Would you keep Cat? Because I think
no, you can't. You just can't keep Cat.
Gotta go.
We forgot about Miles Turner's on the trade. On the Bucks.
What's that mean?
Nick said hell no. Nick said they don't want no part of it.
Well, cool. There is a report today that said if there was a Giannis trade, then Kyle Kuzma, Miles Turner, and others would be available for trade.
I would want to be out of that too. Alex is on the team too, so it's Alex and Thanasis. He got two brothers on the team.
Alex is on the team? Okay.
So yeah, if you trade him, you gotta take them two.
They may. I don't know because did he really play like that? The third brother.
Does Thanasis play like that?
Is what I'm saying, Cass. They're only.
I mean, they put Thanasis at the end. He got like the last 5 minutes of the game, man.
Right there beside Thanasis.
Oh, okay. Well, let's package all three of them up.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't think it's gonna be New York though. I know everybody.
I think it's gonna be.
I don't think the Knicks are doing. Honestly, I'm not keeping them in the East. I'm not keeping them in the East.
It's gonna be somewhere that the Bucks gonna want that they feel is gonna fit for their organization once they send him off. So it's gonna be somewhere. We just don't know. But that is a good theory with the Knicks though. But it's gonna be whatever they pick. And what
about Sacramento? Or Sacramento be the perfect fit for him.
Multiple team. It could be a multi-team trade too.
Okay, so who would they give up in Sacramento?
It could be a multi-team too. So say like he want to go to Miami. Miami don't have the assets, but Miami say, well, if you come in, we got to get rid of Bam. So you offset Bam, get a couple of first-round picks. Boom, you send over part of the trade. Do something like that too.
Offset Bam.
If you're gonna bring
you can't.
Bam gotta go.
Yeah, Bam. Yeah, Bam's in a way. If Giannis is there.
Who else?
But Bam not gonna make y'all no playoff team right away. I mean,
no. I'm not saying he would go to Milwaukee.
No, we just saying like okay, a multi-team
package with multiple teams.
I like a Sacramento trade. That's a team. They got some veterans on there. They trying to unload.
Okay, but who they getting off for Sacramento?
But the thing is, you don't even care about the players. You don't.
But that's not.
Yeah.
But that's not a good move for Giannis, though. That doesn't benefit Giannis at all.
Hey, Mo got something for y'all. I agree with.
The Knicks still won't win.
Tell Mo to come on. Tell Mo to come on the show. I haven't given him an L in a long time. I used to give him an L all the
time. You're an L. All right, so let's enough about Giannis.
Love you, Mo.
He said you're an L.
All right, I'm gonna let you go first on this topic. Last night, what was 1,237 games? We saw LeBron's 10-point streak end. He had the opportunity, towards the end of the game. He could drive, take a shot, possibly get 10 point, get his 10th point. If he misses a shot, goes to overtime, he'd get his 10th point in overtime. But he saw it open, Rui Hachimura, passed it to him. Boom, got it. Got the three, they win. Ending his streak at 12:37. The game before, we saw LeBron sit in the game until he got his 10 point, and then he, went to sit out in a blowout loss. Cool. What are your thoughts on this 10 point, the double digit streak that LeBron had? Does it really help his legacy? Is it anything that anybody's going to remember? What are your thoughts on it?
I could care less about a 10-point streak. I think it's respectable that he's like, look, we got a blowout game, so then I might as well go and get my little points and keep it moving. We got another game. I can take the shot, or I can do what's smart and make the play. I'm gonna make the play to help the team win, because I think LeBron is starting to understand, in my opinion, that transfers. He actually has someone now, because he's been trying to do this for 3 or 4 years. I will give LeBron that. He has been trying since my boy got there from the Pelicans. I ain't even gonna say his name. But he's been trying since that guy got there to say, hey, this is your team, you take the team. But that gentleman whose initials are A and D decided, I have everything it takes to be Batman but the Constitution. I'm good with being Robin. So now you got somebody that says, I'll be Batman. And then you got somebody else that says, I'll be Nightwing.
Oh,
so you're like, oh, we already got Batman and Nightwing now. So I can just do me. So I think LeBron is saying, you know what? If y'all gonna do it, I'm not gonna come in and mess up what y'all gotta do, worrying about no double-digit streaks. In 5-10 years after LeBron's retired, who is gonna be like, oh man, LeBron's retired and he had 3,000 games where he scored 10 points. Who's gonna be the next guy to go 3,001 games to score 10 points? And then we're gonna give him a trophy and give him a banner when he does it. They're not gonna do that. So I don't really care about the 10 points. I care about the fact that it seems like LeBron is actually happy with saying, I've had the mantle for a long time, and I want somebody to take it. So I got guys that want to take it. Do y'all thing. I'll get in where I fit in.
Comment. What are your thoughts on LeBron's streak?
It means absolutely not a damn thing. It really don't. I mean, his longevity don't matter. And, a lot of people are making a big thing about it. But check this out. During the timeout, he told Hoochie Mama that he wanted
I knew he was going to do it. I was waiting for it.
I love it.
He told Hoochie Mama that he was going to penetrate and he was going to kick it out to him. So he already has his mind made up before the play even began. So that shows you that he didn't care about the streak. He cared about winning. So in my eyes, that streak don't mean a damn thing. Wins and losses mean more. And at his stage of his career, like Koo said, he's ready to give his kingdom away to somebody else.
Kaz, what's your thoughts on LeBron's streak?
same thing, man. Dude done it all, man. He old. I'm right behind him in age, man. We tied. We tied, man. I'm right behind him in age. Like, he tied. I made my money. I did. I'm an incredible dude off the court.
Billionaire.
Did what I did on the court. Y'all gonna get mad at me because I got 10 points? Whoop-de-doo. I'm cool, man. I'm chilling. My son right here, I'm happy. He may not be doing too much, but my son right here, I'm happy, And then he got the great white hope. He chilling. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I do feel he may prove somebody wrong one day just because, and just go ahead and drop about 25. And 9 rebounds.
Oh, that's not. Ain't nobody gonna be shocked on that.
No, but most people, they it's a lot of LeBron haters out there. So they'll sit there and talk. They want that downfall, but then he'll go out there and do it to him real quick, and then
he'll give it to you.
Yeah, he'll give it to you. He playing his role, man. He chilling, bro. I ain't worried about dude.
That's it.
He doing his thing. Ain't nothing to worry about. He just chilling.
Is there anybody else that I need to talk to about this subject? I feel like I already got everybody else's opinion. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Freddie, what are your thoughts on LeBron streak?
Listen,
here we go.
Listen here. First of all, I can care less about a streak because guess what? That's not a Lakers accomplishment. That's a LeBron James accomplishment, first of all. Let's get that out the way. And number two, there's a new sheriff in town, like I said earlier in the show, and his name is Mark Walter. This dude is not Jeannie Buss. And everybody loves Jeannie Buss. We all love Jeannie. But this brother Mark here, he don't have feelings. We see what happened to the Bus Boys a few weeks ago. You gotta go. You gotta go out of here. Hey, ain't no personal feelings. And we see what he did with the Dodgers when he first got to the Dodgers. He made some trades. He got some people out of there. So the LeBron is very aware what's going on in LA. He know this is a Lucas team. Number 2, it was a we can praise him for saying, "Oh, it's the winning play. It's the winning play." But let's just be honest, and I know Cash not gonna like what I'm about to say.
Oh,
LeBron is forced to play like this, not because of Luka, not because of Austin Reeves. He don't have no more juice in the body no more. The juice is gone. He didn't use it up. But it's nothing against him. He's a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest players to ever play the game, gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with this. But Father Time is undefeated. Right now, he is dependent on his IQ and his athletic ability. Yeah, there's going to be some games where he's going to get it going. There's going to be some games because it happens. Even Kobe in his last year, he had games where he had it going. But for him doing it consistently every night, LeBron can't do it no more. He can't. Now he can. That don't mean he can't be like I said earlier, play that Draymond Green role. I said it. Look what he's doing, playing a Draymond Green role. He's out there
No, he's
facilitating.
not.
Yes, he is. He's facilitating.
Draymond's an enforcer.
He's playing. Well, I'm not. Listen, what I'm saying, son. Listen. He's facilitating. He's competing on defense. He's doing the little things. He's not out there dribble, shoot. Because it's not because it's Luke and AR. He don't have the juice no more to do it consistently like he once was
I
and
agree.
once
I
upon the
agree.
time. And
I
it's
agree.
okay. 23 years is a long time. Cool. How long have you worked at your job, brother?
Only a few years.
Okay. Well, just enjoying something 23 years is a long time, man. And playing, and not just he did this. Let's take this out. He went 10 straight years on the finals. That means he played the season and he had an extended season. So this man has a lot of mileage on his body. So it is okay to say I'm not the old LeBron James. That's not a knock on him. Matter of fact, him playing this way gives the Lakers the best hope they've had in the last couple of years to do anything.
Hmm.
All
No,
right.
I ain't gonna. I ain't
I
gonna.
think
I ain't gonna disagree on
uh,
that.
I agree that it's not something that just like when we look back at his Hall of Fame career, it'll be like a big highlight. I mean, it's a good thing to say. It looks good. It's a good trivia question for Jeopardy.
No, I
Um,
disagree with you, cool. Chris, I disagree with you. Because guess what? We all remember how Kobe went out.
no, I'm talking about the
5
street.
years old.
I'm talking about the street thing.
Huh? Oh, the
I'm talking about the
street.
street. Yeah. No, 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 not
I
his
care less
style.
about it. That's not a Laker thing. I care less about it.
He did it in a Laker jersey though.
They don't mean nothing. We championships. You sound like a Cowboy fan. It means championships. That's all we care about. Championships.
Anyway. All right.
Cowboy fan like, oh, as long as we have a winning season. Oh, hush. I don't care about that.
All right. So our last topic of the night is going to be right now. We discussed this topic several times. Probably the 5 best players in the world right now, no matter what order you have them in: Giannis, Wemby, Jokic, Luka, SGA. I think
I'm glad you put Luke
everybody.
on there.
Oh, I mean, I don't like him, but I mean, I'm not gonna deny his talent at all. I don't like Giannis either, but they're great. Like I can't do that. Um.
Luke is still a hoe.
Oh, still a hoe. Yeah. If we're ranking the hoes, Luka's number one. But one thing they all have in common is none of them were born in America.
Okay.
So brings up a good point of just something we were discussing. Right now, who would you say is the best American-born player right now? Not like all time, just playing right now. Who would you say is the best American-born player? You want to go first, Freddie?
Yep. Anthony Ant-Man Edwards. He got a little bit of Kobe, got a little MJ. He's a dog. He's a dog. Oh. Anthony Edwards, you know who it is, but hey, this dude fears nobody. He's afraid of nobody. He even this summer he showed the world why he's that dude. He showed them. He said, "You know what? I took way too many threes last year. I'm gonna start watching some Kobe and some MJ, some film. I'm gonna start working on my little mid range. It gotta be Ant-Man. His attitude, his game, his swagger, everything about him.
Not mad at that. Cool. Who you got? Best American born player right now.
So it's definitely Anthony Edwards, but for the sake of presenting someone else, because there's no point in just saying, "Oh yeah, I agree with Freddie." Like, there's other guys.
It's nothing wrong with agreeing with me neither.
No,
Cool.
but I'm saying that's the best player, but for the sake of talking about someone besides Anthony Edwards, I would go with Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh, okay.
And
That is a good shout.
Yeah,
that was one of my people I was really considering.
Yeah, he's one of the best guards in the league. I mean, he can go off whenever. Once you got him out of Utah and got his mentals bad, because you can't have good mentals in Utah. You can't beat somebody like that from Utah and play well. Like that doesn't seem like the right situation. So once he got out there, got to Cleveland, I think he's he's balling at a high level. He was still good in Utah, but I think he's expanded and become better. And I think he's in his prime now. So I think he's another guy that you would look at and say he's one of the best, if not the best. I don't think he's the best. I think that's Anthony Edwards. But if we're talking about somebody besides that, I think go Donovan Mitchell.
I'm not mad at that pick. I really like that one. Cass, who you got?
I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit. I'm gonna go Jason Tatum.
I was gonna go there.
It's not a bad one.
Well, Mo just stole my pick. Both of mine are mentioned by Mo's comment, but go ahead.
I see the thing is,
I got one.
Go ahead.
Jason
Yeah, but
Tatum,
go ahead.
He's the best player on a championship level team. I feel, he's an elite two-way production, score, defense, passing, consistently all NBA. He's still in his prime, unlike some older people that I could have picked, which Steph Curry,
or Chris Paul.
Steph Curry, elite, but still he passed his peak in his age.
Or KD.
KD. But he's aging too, playing fewer games. Devin Booker is another one. Anthony
Who is
Davis.
slept? I think people still sleeping on Devin Booker.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't have been mad if somebody would have picked him.
Anthony Davis is a superstar only when he helps. So that's how I mean. That's
wait. Freddie, Anthony Davis is not a superstar?
Nah, bro. I mean, he's a good player. I don't think he's a superstar, though. I think he's an all-star, but he's not a superstar, though.
Yeah. I mean, but he's good when he's healthy. He won
your team. He won your Lakers a ring.
The moment the Jokers, the Jordan Beats play, and nobody really thought Anthony Davis was a superstar like that. I mean, he's an all-star. He's a good player, but he's not a superstar.
Yeah, I mean, I even had Kawhi on my list too, but
I'm sorry.
Availability hurts his ranking, so it's hurting him very. So I had to decipher.
Jason Tatum ain't available this year.
I mean, he had an injury, did he?
I'm just saying. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
But yeah,
I was just messing with you.
Jason Tatum is cool, man, and I feel like as of right now, because I could have picked Ant-Man too, but
this panel is very disrespectful.
I really wanted to put some respect on Jason Tatum.
I'm gonna ask you a question real quick, Freddie. Who's your why are we disrespectful?
Go to Cool. I'm gonna see if anybody go. I'm waiting to see I hear a name real quick. Go to Cool.
Wait. You don't get to say anybody disrespectful because you already picked yours.
Yeah,
comment.
Cool, say the name. I want to hear. Not Cool. I mean comment. I'm sorry. Go to comment. I'm gonna hear his first, and then I say.
You know what? Y'all took most of the people I was gonna take, but I gotta go with the up and coming one, Maxey.
I am not mad.
If you got people in the comments talking about Cade Cunningham, you gotta say Maxey.
I'm not
I
mad
think
at
he played it
that.
longer than Kate Cunningham.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
mad at that actually, because
they
Maxie
were,
has.
yeah.
I mean, Philly's still ass, but Maxie's been a highlight for him.
Watch out, keep listening.
But she probably agree with that though. Like for real.
Do
But
Jalen Brunson get no love in here?
Jalen Brunson?
Well, Chris hadn't went
Yeah.
yet.
He can get some love. I
We don't know
mean,
what Chris was gonna say.
yeah.
It wasn't gonna be Jalen Brunson.
Brunson cool too. I just like
I was actually
how Tatum play though. Like I like dude, man. Like for real.
Cash,
Like,
stand on business, Cash. No, I'm gonna hold you accountable. See, these guys, they don't hold you accountable. A few weeks ago, we was on the show, and you was praising this dude the way he walk. You were praising this dude how he pass gas. Stand on business. Stand on what you mean. You was talking about John Morant this, John Morant that. Say John Morant.
no, I'm gonna say
Why
Jason
not?
Tatum.
Why not?
No, I'm gonna say Jason
What?
Tatum.
Because he also said Kawhi, but his reason for Kawhi is availability. Ja doesn't have availability, so that makes sense why he wouldn't pick Ja.
I wouldn't pick Ja. Like no, because out of all the names I named,
and that's why the coach not picking Ja to come off the bench.
because out of all the names I had, Steph, I had KD, I had Devin, I had Anthony Davis, and I had Kawhi, and each of them had reasons of why I didn't want.
And he didn't have Ja on there.
No, I didn't.
Anthony Davis.
I mean, even if I did put him on there, what he didn't is availability. So that's like Kawhi.
There's
I
nobody beat Anthony Davis on availability, brother. Trust me.
No, I got him when healthy on my list. That's why I didn't pick him. Because every time you turn around, oh my leg. Oh,
every
my
time
ankle.
you turn around,
Oh, my foot. Oh, you know, that's why I put him on the list too. But I had to put the reasons of why I didn't.
So why you didn't put John Morant on your list?
He would have been the same way as Kawhi.
Why are you mad at who this man picked?
Right.
No, I just want to hold him accountable because he was giving John Morant.
No, I'm gonna hold him accountable. But I also put the organization.
Well, why did you hold on, Cass? I got you. Why did you put Austin Reeves on your list?
Dang it, I forgot about Austin Reeves.
Woo!
I forgot about him.
Much as you praise him, why ain't Austin Reeves on your list? You know what? That's my pick. I pick Austin Reeves. There, Fred.
Hey, well, I like Ant-Man.
I got Hillbilly Kobe. I
love Austin Reeves. And even in the loss tonight,
I love the Hillbilly Kobe, by the way.
But yeah, that's solid though. I wanted to pick Ant so bad though, but then I had to double back on Jason Tatum, and I'm like, man, like I like.
Y'all know what's really crazy though? When I was doing my list, I really forgot about Ant. I did not have Ant in mind.
I ain't even had Halliburton on my list, but
he made my picks too. But
yeah,
but but it's one of those things. Like I really just want to talk about like just the foreign impact. Now that's what's really crazy. Like
a lot of Europeans flooding it, man.
Let me ask you a question: Is it the foreign impact, or is it that as Americans we're not taking AAU seriously? We're not taking the work seriously, the training seriously. Like the Kobe's, like the LeBrons, like the McGrady's, like the KG's did coming up. Is it us that we're slowing down, or is it that the Europeans are just that much more advanced?
Freddie, I never want to hear you talk about anybody winning anything again. Now that's one of my favorite all-time players, but the fact that you put Tracy McGrady in this conversation, come on, man, what did he win?
I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about the.
But I'm just saying, no. You always talk about winning. No.
I'm talking about the work ethic, the way they play.
McGrady was lazy though. He was just like very athletic.
But we knew that when Tracy McGrady's in the game, he was one of the best scorers at that time. He had a bag. He had the bag.
So what you're saying is that us as the Americans is basically not implying ourselves more. That's letting the Europeans come in.
I'm asking. I don't know.
I know comment gonna go off on this subject. Let me hear your comment.
All right. Well, you know I'm still part of the AAU circuit as a referee, as you guys know. So I got a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of knowledge. And right now, the USA is bombarded with trainers, equipment, nutrition, mental health specialists. So I don't think it's so much that. I think the fact is the European players are just getting better. Or maybe they're adapting the systems that we're doing right now. Because being part of the AAU, you see all the programs that are going on, all the trainers. I mean, it's phenomenal. I don't think they have. Back in the old day, we didn't have none of that stuff, so we were tending to work a lot harder. But I think now with all the new techniques and AI and all the physical tools and equipment that's going on right now, it's not a fact of the players right now. Right now, I don't think it's so much the USA. I think it's that the European guys are just getting better.
I mean, you know what that whole Luka said
the European
that, you
guys are
know,
not playing AAU right now at the rate that they're going to college.
Yeah, that whole Luka been playing with grown men since he was like 13 or 14, ain't he?
That's how many of
yeah,
those?
exactly.
How many of those? Not many.
Chris, why did Luka got to be that man?
We're not talking about that right now, Freddie.
You have to ask Luka why he got to do that. They ain't got to do with me. They ain't got to do with me, Chris. That's Luka.
Luka hasn't done nothing wrong with Chris.
You heard what Cole said. You got to ask Luka. He's on your team. You ask him that. But
I'm gonna have to train my niece Daisy because you're not gonna teach her right. I'm gonna teach
Cool.
her right.
Cool. Let me get. What do you think about what Freddie just said? That actually is a good question. Cool. Why do you think that the foreigners are like so dominant right now in the league?
I think Mo said it. I mean, he said in the chat, they play against grown men earlier, right? And they get beat up. They're not the best because they're playing against grown men, but they get the chance to learn. You get a chance to play professional ball there, like 14, 15 if you're nice. Here you got to go to college. You know, college is watered down, let's be honest. You know, then you got to go to the league. They haven't faced adversity. I'm going to put it like this. They haven't faced adversity. A lot of these dudes, even if their team is bad, they're praised, they're glorified almost from when they're 5 years old. Right? Then they get to college and they might start to see a little adversity, but then they're still the best player on the team. Then you get to the league of grown men. Then once you get to the league of grown men, it takes you some time to adapt. But if you're playing with grown men since you were 13, 14 years old, you're ready physically. Now, it might take you time because the speed of the game is different in America, but you have the ability to absorb the contact and be used to playing against grown men.
Like an aggressive D league.
Yeah.
Yeah. At a younger age. Yeah, I agree.
Man, I saw something the other day. It's just kind of crazy. The last American MVP was James Harden.
Huh.
Wow.
Really? How long ago?
Damn.
What was that? 2018 when he won it, or 17? I think he may have won it in 17. But yeah,
Nobody haven't won it since then.
Not an American player.
Not American.
He's been dominating.
Because it's been Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid, SGA.
Big till he finally got one.
I mean, he did get a here damn MVP. He deserved it, but it was still a here damn, man.
He didn't deserve it the year he got it. He deserved
another one this year.
He got it.
Oh yeah, this year. I mean, it's SGA, Jokic, or Luka at this point.
Yeah, it might be another one.
We'll talk about it next week, but I don't think Wemby's going to be eligible because of games. So
he done it right.
Correct. That's correct.
Yeah, so he's not eligible.
Yeah. So we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that next week. But I do want to thank everybody for joining us in the chat tonight. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Get everybody's closing thoughts before we head out for the night. Kaz, let me get your closing thoughts and any games you want to discuss that's coming up in the next week.
I haven't even looked at the schedule. What's going on for next week?
I don't really think too much. I mean, I know the Cup's going on right now, so
don't care about that.
Only thing I see for next week is Miami and Magic. That's on Tuesday. We got the Knicks and Toronto on Tuesday, and then we got the Suns and OKC on Wednesday. And then we got the Spurs and the Lakers on Wednesday. So,
is that Suns OKC? Is that a Cup game?
Is that a cup game? I think so.
Yeah, because I know the Spurs Lakers this week is.
I think so.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
But I do want to look. I want to check out this Knicks and Toronto though. Toronto been low key getting in though.
I was just about to say that Toronto is having a quiet, great year. BI has been. I don't know.
Man.
I don't know what Glow did to BI, but man.
Yeah, it's going on, bro. So I might want to check them games out. No, my closing thoughts will be mostly on what we was talking about when it comes to Giannis. More so for me, not Giannis, the organization. They gonna put a package together. I really feel like they're gonna go ahead and gonna get some pieces over there because at this point we did everything that we had to do for you, and nobody hasn't delivered. We won one, but then you want to circulate our group around. Now look at us now. So I'm curious in the next I ain't gonna say in a couple of months, maybe a year, because Giannis is flip floppy. So we don't just he is because this third time we heard the trade rumor, bro. It's the third time. So we don't know what dude gonna do, man. I feel like he gonna sit there and be like, man, I want to stay here. I like it here. I'm comfortable here. And then boom, Giannis get traded. And I hope it ain't gonna be no crazy trade like a Luka trade, because man, that's gonna blow everything up. But other than that, I'm really thinking about that. That's my thoughts on that.
All right, cool. You get your closing thoughts and any game we should check out next week.
Absolutely, you should check out any game that involves your soon-to-be two-time NBA champion Denver Nuggets. You should always check out those games. Tonight, the Denver Nuggets handled business against the Atlanta Hawks in a difficult game. Came through in the fourth quarter, outscored them by 10, and got that big fat dub. I'm not going to say anything about Sunday's game because I don't think it's fair because we're playing the Hornets. And the Hornets are looking better. They're kind of starting to come up. But Aaron Gordon's returning. So if you're an Aaron Gordon fan and you've been missing him of the games that he's been out, he will be there Sunday. So you can see Aaron Gordon if you want to see him in the Hornets. Then we play the Kings on December 11th. We then play the Rockets on December 15th. The Magic.
That's a good matchup.
The Magic on the 18th. And then the Rockets again on December the 20th. So I went a little past last week, but because of the matchups, I just kind of wanted to let y'all know this is a team that you should be watching. Once we do also get Christian Brown back and we are whole again, we're going to be a little bit more dangerous than we are now. And I believe now, if I look up the standings, I think we're third. Shout out to the Lakers. I think that they did
Lakers are second right now. Yeah,
they did jump us because we had some, injury issues that kind of caused us to slide all the way down so heavily to third place in the West. Actually, we're in fourth place in the Western Conference right now with 16 wins, but we have an extra loss. But again, Christian Brown's going to re-round out the roster, and you're going to get the full Denver Nuggets experience again. Bruce Brown's back, big piece of our bench. And the NBA is going to be something very exciting to watch, guys. It's going to be fun. It's a long season. Don't take too much stock on what we're talking about right now. Seriously, like we're talking about what's happening now, but it's a long season. We got injuries, trades, all these things going to happen. Say Giannis gets traded. Wherever he gets traded to, that automatically is going to make that team a contender. That could be the dad brain Washington Wizards. You put Giannis on the Wizards, that's going to make them a contender because Giannis is there. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make other moves if they bring in Giannis. So take it with a grain of salt. Like we telling y'all based on what we see, but understand long season, a lot of stuff changes in the NBA as the season goes on. And make sure you hop right there at linktr.ee/Kuma. Can you see all my shows? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe those. I would greatly appreciate that. And I don't know if I'll be here next week or not, but I definitely will be back. So the weeks I am on, I enjoy getting on with you fellas. Good basketball talk.
It's always a pleasure having you on. Mr. Conman, let me get your closing thoughts, and what game should we check out next week?
Well, I like watching the Detroit Pistons. I enjoy watching They're like that old school rock'em sock'em. You know, they got the dogs in them, and they got Cade. I mean, they're playing so well right now, except for the Celtics beat them the other day. But I'm very interested in watching the Detroit Pistons and whomever they're playing. I'm very interested in watching the way they play hard for their coach. And as far as this show, I enjoy hanging out with you all, talking NBA, except when Freddie's on. But other than that, I'm having a good time with y'all, and can't wait to see y'all next week.
All right. Like I said, I want to look at that Spurs Lakers game in the Cup. I think that's gonna be a great matchup. But my thoughts are Clippers are a trash organization. Nothing's good gonna come to them ever again.
Yeah.
I really do want Chris Paul to sign with OKC just so he can get that Gary Payton type ring, and he gets a ring, goes out on top. Just like DeAndre Jordan, he got his ring by helping the Nuggets. So cool. I know you thank DeAndre Jordan daily, as you should.
Blasphemous. Blasphemous.
And on that note, I want to thank everybody who joined us in the comments. Appreciate y'all watching. Like Cole said, it's a lot of basketball left, so it's gonna be a lot of us to coming on. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Y'all gonna have fun and watching us. It's great. I love doing this show with these guys. I just enjoy it. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for letting me be a part of this, and thank y'all for tuning in. Key, let's go home.
All right, let's go.
Key, let's go home.
Don't tell me she nodded off, man.
Uh-oh. I guess we ain't done yet.
I know, right? I was saving one for next week, but we might need to go ahead and jump into it, huh, Key?
I might be like, yo, you good?